Hello. Says there's 3 viewers. I'm here hoping to focus. That's okay, Justin. We appreciate you being here nonetheless. Okay.
I'm Marshmallow. No, you can't sit in my lap.
There's only 10 savable days.
Well, we only used fucking 2 of them.
Nice.
You were saying it like we're almost about to run out. Like, you only used 2, dude.
Oh, we're dealing with this bitch again.
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Her name's not Dahlia, her name is Melissa now.
Oh, dude, I guarantee, here's a crazy theory for you. Because paranormal bullshit. What if the aunt who hates Mia is like still trying to frame her, so she brings Dahlia Hawthorne back to fuck Phoenix too?
But this is in the past.
No, I'm saying in the future.
Oh.
Like in the present time, like the aunt's like, I summon Dahlia Hawthorne because she hates you, Phoenix, right? Get fucked. I'm gonna frame my.
Wait, repeat that?
like she's gonna want to frame Mia for something and use Dahlia Hawthorne to do it, so she's gonna bring her back from the dead.
I completely forgot what we were doing.
I'm being honest, that's my theory.
Wait, let me look at this. Proof of my profession. It's brand new, it sparkles in the light.
Bro, they are so fucking bad at making these fucking missions. Dude.
Wait,
I've
aunt?
redone this shit 3 times.
Oh, freaking Maya's aunt.
Yeah, Maya's aunt, who fucking hates her. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen, dude.
The one that fucking hates her with a passion, but is still like, her name is Mystic Maya, thank you very much. And it's like, you know, for someone who doesn't love her at all and quite literally wanted to frame her for murder, you very much love titles.
I'm telling y'all, I fucking pay more attention to the story than you think. Here's my theories.
Valerie's autopsy report. Stabbed with a knife in the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Dusky Bridge map.
Whoa! Cool. I'm not saying her aunt's gonna do it, but she could manipulate Pearly, dude. Like, she could be like, hey, I need you to summon this bitch for me, and like, I don't know, like, I don't know, I feel like some fucking magic horse shit is gonna happen. I don't know. It's just, I'm just fucking throwing shit out, okay? But I have a feeling that Miss Hawthorne over here is gonna become fucking vitally important later.
Confidential police materials. Written by the victim. February 14th. Falls 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out.
I know what Dahlia's gonna do, bro. I figured it out.
Be a bitch?
No, how she's gonna come back, like, how it's gonna work, because one of them's in the prison or whatever. She's gonna send a message, like, it's gonna be in a letter or something. That's gonna get out there, bro.
Yeah, but, like, anyway.
I'm just theorizing as to what's gonna happen, dude. I'm so probably off base, it doesn't even matter, but I think it's funny.
Warned by the victim at the time of the incident found on Dusky Bridge. Seems to have been taken by the witness. Okay.
No, I don't think I'm losing it. I think I'm, like, so right that it's not even funny, dude.
Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, has a timer function. Okay. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers.
My name's Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a dickhead. Okay.
Hello, Bill.
Like Bill's and Bill Cipher?
Bill Denbro. Bruh?
Denbrough.
Bruff? Denbrough?
That's probably like Denbrough, but...
Whatever. Then I noticed there were...
Kim!
I don't fucking know! I don't watch Ghostbusters.
That actor's been in so much shit, I don't know if it's the one from Ghostbusters, It, or Stranger Things.
I think this is the one from Ghostbusters. I can't really tell.
Oh, sure!
Well, I can't really tell. All the icons are very, very small. Denbrough.
Let me guess. Go back in a third time. Oh, fucking God, I've done the same mission 3 times now.
This is from It. Okay. That's the one it's from. I don't know. I don't know these things. Why?
I've done the same mission 3 times. Like, seriously.
That sounds like ass. My model is stuck. There it goes. I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge.
I noticed that your mom was your mom.
Suddenly, they started fighting.
And your mom?
The victim turned around and tried to run away, but she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
Your mom?
Crying.
Your mom? Your mom?
Ma'am, could you tell the crack
Your
flies to
mom?
leave? Getting rid of the crack flies would be very nice of you. No offense, but they are causing quite the distraction to my fucking retinas. What?
Mute that for a second. Just for a second. I gotta read it. Mute it!
Oh my... Okay, let's see.
I'm inside you.
Please shut the fuck up.
I'm inside you.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm inside you. We can once again come one. This is
Let's see.
Once upon a time I shit my pants, and when I shit my pants, I shit my pants. Wow, these Pinaconi puzzles are so logical. Logically fucking stupid. I hate all of them.
You were using a camera. 2 people. They started fighting. Tried to run away, but... Okay, first you said that she didn't turn around. Now you're saying that she did. That doesn't... Hold on. Yeah. Cause like, half of this bridge is destroyed. And if the car was stolen, it wasn't hers. So she had to come there by foot. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, Melissa. Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Just like you.
It's kind of sad that your mother took 9 months to make it, though.
Gosh damn. That wouldn't hurt me.
If anything, it should hurt me.
I wasn't even the target.
No, but I was. I wasn't even supposed to be a target. I just fucking manifested. And everyone was like, fuck this bitch. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. Your Honor, it's not my fault she's a little bitch. I don't care, bro. I get so mad at these fucking trials. It's not even funny. It's not because, like, I'm not entertained by them. It's just, like, some of the arguments that these...
Oh, this one's different. I have to go in 4 times.
What?
I'm so tired.
What? 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 Anyway, but yeah, it's not so much that, like, the game doesn't entertain me, it's more so I get so fucking fed up with half of these arguments because they make no fucking sense. And then the judge just sits there like, oh yeah, that makes complete fucking sense. No, it doesn't! What the fuck does her going to a gosh damn strip club have anything to do with her going all the way to motherfucking Connecticut to murder people?
Your model just died when you did that. That was so funny.
I know. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. Because she's stupid. There's no possible excuse. You say there were 2 contradictions? Yes, you stupid bitch. It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. That's a map. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. If they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5, because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. Wah!
Okay, Mario. Wah!
That's what she fucking did. She just said wah. And a gust of wind hit her. I'm not too sure where the hell that gust of wind came from. There's not even an air conditioning vent in this fucker. But alright then.
Oh my god.
What does all this mean?
It means... I don't know. It means that I'm tired and I'm hungry.
It means, Your Honor, that this case is fucking stupid. And it should have been resolved like 15 minutes ago.
Your Honor. Your Honor. Your Honor. These nuts.
Your Honor, I would like to specify to the court...
Your Honor, I would like to present this piece of evidence. What piece of evidence would that be, Mr. Wright? These nuts.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
These nuts. These nuts are my evidence. And then he just whips out his balls.
He just whips out a bag of peanuts.
These peanuts were poisoned, Your Honor.
Meanwhile, fucking...
It's actually fucking awesome.
Meanwhile, Edgeworth, hold it!
Hold it, wait! Don't put it up! That's just...
The peanuts were not poisoned! The peanuts are poison, right? What?
The victim victim is allergic to peanuts!
As you can clearly see from these medical records that I pulled out of my ass, right? The victim was allergic to nuts. Specifically, these nuts.
Specifically these nuts, motherfucker!
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to
Dude,
it.
you said that with the same tune that you spoke with whenever you were, what's that bitch's name?
Francisca?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the same tone. A charming little lie. I was like, dude, I might have to fight you after that.
No, if I really wanted to do Francisca, I would have sat there and said it in a different tone of like...
She's a foolish fool who foolishly thinks of foolish things.
I mean, realistically, that is something that Francisco would say, but I would more so say it as like, this charming little witness made a charming little lie.
I wish I could say the joke I'm thinking about. Her and Edgeworth.
Do you want to read the judge?
Nah, I'm kinda busy doing this fucking stupid shit.
Fair enough. This
I just want to be done with it.
Same. Anyway, this
Whoa.
beautiful young lady has been lying to the court.
Holy shit!
Objection.
Just a moment, you.
Oh, you won't read the judge, but you'll read Edgeworth.
I just looked over long enough to see that line.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth! That's Ferratu!
I shit you not, I was half-ass expecting you to say that like Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth!
What's this about me $1 million? I don't know why, but that's the only thing that came to mind.
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna kick your fucking ass!
Oh, Jesus Christ! Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the
Your
confusion.
Honor, allow me to bitch smack the fuck out of the witness.
Your Honor, allow me to backhand pimp smack this hoe.
Whoa! Edgeworth's more respectable than that.
This is young Edgeworth.
I still think he'd be more respectable than that.
I don't know, he's been a cocky little prick.
I bet he has a big prick. That's a penis joke.
Well, to be honest, his pants are so tight, I don't think that poor thing has any oxygen left.
Hey, don't insult his dick. I bet his dickle is perfectly fine.
I'm sorry, did you just call it his dickle?
That's a pickle. A dark pickle. It's like a dickle.
Why was that pickle so dark?
They left it in coffee.
Oh, that's right. For those of you who don't know, it's Good Mythical Morning.
It's a dark pickle. It's like a dickle.
So Good Mythical Morning essentially decided to try a bunch of different flavor of pickles. One of them being coffee flavored. So.
It's a dark pickle. It's like a dickle.
Yeah. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in
Dude,
this
he's
diagram.
so much like fucking Von Karma at this point in his life, I kind of want to strangle him.
Oh, he did the little tisk tisk as he winked.
I'm gonna kill him.
I shit you not.
I'm gonna kill him.
Mia, what did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because
What are you referring to? These balls?
No, Your Honor, I am referring to these nuts. Well, what is the difference? These nuts are bigger. That just hit you.
Yes.
The D's nuts just hit you.
We're just making a whole ass joke of this case.
Don't we always?
Yeah, honestly.
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. You couldn't have just drawn on the extra fucking planks with a pen?
It's a dark pickle.
So
like
you're
a
saying...
pickle.
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair... Tisk, tisk, tisk. There's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous! You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward! This bitch! Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. How the fuck was I supposed to know that it wasn't updated? I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. If anything, it was this bitch's fault. Your Honor! Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed.
I saw your mother naked.
Well, you see, I actually photographed a picture of the judge's 3mm defeater. I couldn't quite tell what it was at first until I looked really, really closely with a magnifying glass.
What is that face?
That was so much worse than I expected.
Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
All on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry, just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Can we please remove the crack flies? Running from the crime.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly
After he stabbed her with his huge cock.
Jesus.
He quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. Make really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
Heh. That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia.
Go on the attack.
I don't know. Knowing Edgeworth, he's probably gonna be very picky about this shit. Stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms, carried her over to the car. I suppose it was the only way he can make sure the body stayed hidden. He could have just dumped the body off of the bridge, though. Like, he didn't have to put her in the car. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember, they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Objection! Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. What kind of talk is just... That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. I do, in fact. Hold on a minute. Everyone hold on to your crotch rockets. Yeah, because if they were in the dead center, it was very narrow. He could have just dumped the body off the bridge. I don't understand why he had to carry it all the way back to the car.
Objection!
A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for what that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur...
If 10 murders 10 times happen 20 years apart in 10 different days and 10 months, what kind of 10 shit are we tinning with?
Shut up. If 10 murders were to occur...
I fucked it up. It was so sad. I fucked it up.
Uno reverse card him with the map. I just did, Justin! Ow, my ears. If 10 murders were to occur...
If 10 murders happen 10 times in 10 months in 10 states... in 10 years' time... That's what I was trying to say.
10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River. You can bet your boots that every killer would have tossed the body in the water. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
I don't think I would have tossed the body in the water. You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Nah, as long as you just poke holes in the chest and the stomach.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
You throw it in the water, it shouldn't float. A fish will just start eating it. As the bone density would just erode over time in the water. Especially once it gets carried out into the ocean. I should probably stop talking now.
Like an astronaut in the ocean. You remember that fucking song?
Oh, God.
I want to listen to it now.
I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Oh!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Sigh. How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. Damn, bitch!
Damn! Edgeworth ain't fucking around, right?
Edgeworth quite literally told us to go yeet ourselves. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways...
Edgeworth in his early years, go kill yourself!
You should end game early, as the new generation say.
You should, like, exit game early, dickhead.
Straight up what he was saying. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about?
Passed by these nuts?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. Objection! But this is bullshit! But what this
is bullshit. That's fucking great.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. It's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. What's he talking about?
Alright, I'll do my best.
Why don't you trust?
After he
in
stabbed her in the back, quickly picked her up with his arms,
Self-righteous suicide.
carried her over to the car.
I'm having a moment over here.
Killer broke in.
I don't want to do it.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Once upon a time, your mama's ass crack.
So the victim was here. And that's there. That's... Broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hit the body. Oh yeah, because if she was over there taking pictures of wildflowers, she wouldn't have seen the car at all. Oh, fuck. I just realized. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. Crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes.
Yes, and?
Simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. See what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Ah!
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Objection! I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was
That doesn't wash my ass.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't wash my ass.
It only washes yours.
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
No!
Rabble, rabble.
Holy car? House C car?
House C car.
Oh, sorry, I can barely fucking see.
Order! Everyone shut the fuck up! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Everyone shut the fuck up!
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusion. Bitch, shut the fuck up! The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car is enough after witnessing a murder.
I love
I'm
the
sure.
difference between how we treat modern Edgeworth and how we treat this Edgeworth. Like, modern Edgeworth, we're like, love you, baby girl. This Edgeworth, shut the fuck up, little bitch! Like, damn!
Because young Edgeworth is annoying. Because he's like fresh out of Von Karma boot camp. Yeah.
Ew. The worst kind. The worst kind.
Yup. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. Objection!
Objection! Horse shit!
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute, you can't just say that! Objection! Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To, is human, to forgive, divine.
To err is to human, to forgive is divine. Well, I'm not forgiven in the error, am I?
Bro, I'm sad now. Oh, don't worry. We'll see what changes his soul. For real sad, though. Why are you sad, Bill? I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair!
That's horse shit!
Save the tears for later. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But
Big potatoes!
that's not fair! Okay, well you need to relax. And you need to remember, this isn't a fucking playground. And you need to stop being a little shit.
Speaking of little shits.
The killer broke into
on.
the trunk of the car and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Aha! Well, Miss Foster, till you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very say kitten. No!
Oh, you're like, no!
I fucking hate it when people use that as a pet name. It's so gross.
It's not gross, is it, kitten? There's a real kitten right here.
Don't
Okay.
tell Jelly I haven't eaten today. You said it, and don't plan on it. Gosh damn it, Bill!
Look at this.
Just eat a slice of bread.
Look at this. This is a real kitten. Cam, does this count as a kitten?
Yes,
Are you a kitten?
he's mentally stuck as one.
That's true. But we still love you much, man.
Consume food. Consume bread. Bread. We're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. There we go. I can read again. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk
Well, I'm certain he broke into
Because-
my ass.
because there were marks left on the trunk lid.
That's why
I'm
they
certain-
call me Two Tush Tony in college.
I'm certain there were scratch marks from where he broke into it.
Oh yeah, there's scratch marks where he broke into my trunk.
Let me see that photo. But how would you know that that shit is there? You couldn't see the fucking car! Alright, Bill. Please go eat something.
What you gonna do with all that junk? all that junk inside your trunk.
Well, it's a dead body. I plan to go dispose of it.
What the fuck?
It's true, they certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open.
No shit!
Now, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? Judge is on her side.
Can't make any mistakes here.
What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere? No, it doesn't work because she couldn't see the fucking car. Melissa Foster. Looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when. When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally! I finally got her! Heh. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was she put the corpse in herself. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally. When she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No! Objection! Shut the fuck up! Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain this photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. We already know that at the time she was taking photographs. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Has a timer function. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field, as she claimed? Well, she really did use the camera's auto timer. And the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? This is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Because if the camera was set up here... Naturally, the witness was right here. But But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Miss Fay, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine! Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. Are you just making this up as you go along? Where's your proof? Got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. Time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Yeah, because he said for her to wear a scarf. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you're wearing a scarf, like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No!
She die? Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Till then, this court is in recess. The defense and prosecution...
Prostitution. Hey. A lawyer is good. We are currently in jail.
Our lawyer is so good. In prison. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
The defense and our prostitution.
For Christ's sake. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. To be continued. Saving content. I love how it says that it saves content, and then it's just like, would you like to save your progress? And it's like, I thought you already did that shit. February 16th, District Court. Bro, you good?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Don't do the fucking Chad face, you son of a bitch.
What?
The face.
Yeah, he's doing the chat face, bro.
I fucking hate this.
What a chat.
Ugh. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. One more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. Kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay. Trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me of everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for the last 5 years? Huh. Sorry, buddy. You sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. True, I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? What? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious?
The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Come closer and I kill her.
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first, I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but it was to protect her little sister. I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too. Make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teen angel. That sounds so wrong without context.
I don't like this!
Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we send to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer, cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 mil 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman... That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm, Dahlia, she jump in river.
My poor guy isn't the brightest, is he?
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. I just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? Just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Where's what? Come on now. A ransom. $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. You don't know? Really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in her backpack. Now gone with Dahlia, gone forever. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now, we're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne. Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They never found her? Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. Jesus Christ! 5 years ago. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh god.
Whoa!
Yo!
5 years ago, he was 20. Brother. Brother.
What?
14? Guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. Thank you, Mia. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man. Angels these days. Yeah, he's kind of stupid. Stupid is an understatement. I don't even know where to begin with this, okay? Falls takes the fall. Gets a one-way ticket to death row. Also another part of Damn It Japan, because in Japan that would only be, wow, that early? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know Japan's rules, but that does not sit well with me. I don't care what culture it comes from. It doesn't sit right with me, okay? That's just my opinion. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really, It's time. Looks like we have a few more Ace is up our sleeve now. Bet. Diamond added to the court record. Training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. It's one of my rules. Remember it. Is that a rule for court or a rule for your sex dungeon?
What?
Either way, I don't like it.
What?
Don't worry about it. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on the innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? Certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. So, we just gonna forget about Bonnie and Clyde? We're gonna forget about the amount of female murderers that have existed throughout history? Justin, I hate you. I hate you so much right now. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. You're still acting as tame.
Mr. Armando!
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course! Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. That sounds wrong without context. Again with the fucking innuendos.
Damn it, Japan. I thought we were done with this.
Damn it, Japan. I thought we were done with this horseshit!
Damn it, Japan! I thought we were done with this!
Thank you for doing Dempsey's voice.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right?
Damn it, Takeo. I thought we were done with.
That's why. I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You are such an honest and upstanding young lady. Looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. That, my friends, is what we call a master manipulator. What do we do when we see those? Tell them to fuck off and never talk to them again. Finally, caught Captain live and he's a VTuber. Actually, it's me who's the VTuber. My VTube model's mouth moves anytime audio hits it, so if Captain speaks, my model speaks. But hello, Jasmine. And hello. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, so I'm just gonna call you Benny. Hello, Benny. Let's hear what the witness has to say. Probably a bunch of... Probably just a fucking... crockpot theory.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case.
I'm gonna come.
Okay.
I'm gonna come all over.
It's out of the country, it has nothing to do with it until I entered college. Don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Hold on. Until the year before last, meaning that you should have no recollection of this event taking place. A grudge.
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death?
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. That still doesn't explain how you know about it if... You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing the scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
It's true. He's clearly a bitter man. It's bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. That's what she said. What should I do with the last statement? I'm gonna add that to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness just said now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough, witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
But the scarf isn't white. It's a blue color. But you wouldn't have even known to wear a scarf unless you knew about the note. Unless you knew about the event. You idiot! Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took.
Idiot. Moron.
Idiot. Moron.
It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. I'm talking about this scarf right here.
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me.
Oh.
Dude, I fucking love some Ace Attorney cases where it's literally just... It's not even, like, annoying like how, like, sometimes Francesca was, right? Where they just drag out the case, in my opinion, to drag it out sometimes.
Yeah.
I love how in some of these cases you are proverbially beating the shit out of someone. Like, you're just like, wrong, but wrong, but wrong, but wrong.
You pull out that vine where it's like, that is actually not correct.
He wonders why things happen to him.
Yeah.
That happened to him.
Alright, Justin, where's the objection? Objection!
See, that's all I can think about is that just sometimes it's like, wrong! But wrong! It's so funny.
There it goes. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Objection! Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... it was the note. It was the note because Valerie had to tell Dahlia, her little sister. Witness, have you ever seen this note? No? No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding their meeting.
You'll eventually get those objections. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Ah! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? No! I don't know where these gusts of wind are coming from, but for the love of God, can someone close the damn windows? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. Quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right, person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out? Yep. The third person that knew of the contents of the note was... Dahlia! That person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? Never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. Who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. Objection! You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. okay. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't.
Okay, real quick. What is up with Dahlia? She's like the most evil motherfucker ever. Like, I love it. It's like this child was born with innate evil in her soul. You watch, she's so evil that she's probably related to Mia's aunt. Because Mia's aunt was just evil to be evil, so therefore Dahlia is evil with her, therefore they're related. They are actually related.
Even you couldn't, Miss Faye. You're not saying. Perhaps she was born evil.
That's how I know she's related to the aunt. That's actually... Because the aunt was born evil. Hi, Marshmallow.
Just leave the door closed.
No, I don't want to. I want it closed.
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. Unless you can tie all those loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
Justice, there's two possibilities about these goofy-ass theories I've had. That one, Armando and Godot are the same person, and that Dahlia is related to Mia's aunt, and or that Mia's aunt is going to find a way to bring Dahlia back through the spirit realm to kill somebody. I think I'm either so right, it's insane, or I'm fucking off. Like, I'm bugging. I hope that I'm right. Because I think I would die. Come here. How does this feel? Is this what you wanted?
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Pause.
Dude, I want to see him squirm.
Witness. Just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this.
You're crazy on the last one.
That's enough.
I'm not, Justin. I'm so right.
It's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself! Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
Looks like the kid knew.
Serious?
Yes.
Isn't that bad, dude? You look so sad.
He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way. But then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony. So he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see...
Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder?
Edgeworth, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
Really, Miss Faye?
Dude, I've noticed the difference in like Ace Attorney villains, right? Look at me. Look at me. I've noticed the difference. I don't know why I'm telling you to look at me, but you know what I mean. I've noticed the difference. thinking about Von Karma makes me mad because he was written so well as a villain that I fucking hate him. Like, I actually hate Von Karma as a character. I'm so glad that he didn't have a VA because I would probably dislike his voice actor with how much I don't like Von Karma. But, like, Hawthorne is, like, evil to be evil, and I'm fucking here for it. It's, like, the difference in how they wrote these two characters, and I'm not saying that Von Karma's writing was bad. His writing was so fucking good. Like, they wrote him so well that I hate him. Still, he's been gone for 2 games now, and I still hate him.
You couldn't even make it past my wiggling finger.
That doesn't mean I won't try.
What if I made it onto his wiggling finger?
Wait, what?
I just had to know your reaction, honestly.
We fucking Edgeworth?
Oh, don't lie, you want to.
No, I don't.
Bruh.
Daddy.
That's what I thought.
Dad.
Dad?
Do I look like? Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would the witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. I think you need a little push in the right direction. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
Oh, God.
That wasn't me, it was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
Who's a coffee addict?
Who the fuck is the only person here with coffee in his hand?
Armand? Dude, he's good to go. He's fucking good to go.
What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. Think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No.
Dude, that's all I needed to be confirmed. He just did. Dude, does he have a giant fucking Adam's apple? Does he have a fucking abnormally large Adam's apple?
Do we get to watch it bounce up and down as he chugs coffee for the 50 millionth time? I really hope not. No, you've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
The rashness of youth. How charming. This is coming from someone younger than me. That's the most handsome lady I've ever seen right there. Okay. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister?
Yeah. The parents.
Importance of self-control.
In the face of modern temptation. Why do you keep kicking him off?
Because he's just gonna sit here and fucking walk in circles.
So?
Okay.
He did the bye, boy!
Murdering her own sister. Ah, shit. The whole truth must come out. Fuck! Sounds right to me. I mean, it'd have to be. There's nothing else here. Fuck it. We ballin'.
Fuck it. We ball.
Fuck it, I'll thug it out, I guess. Story starts after Terry Falls escapes. Escape. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. I cannot read. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. Objection! A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like... I never turned my alarm back on. A terrific story, Miss Faye, if you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's
Dude,
your
you're shaped
evidence?
like a fucking potato. It's adorable.
Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yeah, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. See, I would feel grossed out that he called her a maple leaf, but she's 19 now, so I can't really...
No, I just didn't know if I heard that right. If, like, he nicknamed her something.
I think it's mostly because of her red hair. Because maple leaves are red. At least I think they're red. I'd assume, based on the Canadian flag. 5 years ago.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. You've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on. Don't say you've forgotten already. I'm sorry, but why are there 3 children on your game talking about breaking people's kneecaps and slashing their ankles?
They're a cult, and they call adults giants.
I hate children. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. I'd do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too. That's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. "5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Ransom price was a raw diamond my sister Valerie brought to the bridge. She made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm, so Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. But if he was shot in the arm, wouldn't he have been, like, sufficiently wounded? Right? I don't know if this map would work, though. I'm just gonna press this. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin? Whoa. And in the next instant... I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it.
Dude, he looks so much bigger than her. Why would he have shoved her? I would have just yeeted her.
I was about to say, like...
It looks like he could just yeet her ass.
Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
So, how do I know she's lying? Because he's big enough to yeet her.
Yeah, but also just being... Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Because Edgeworth claimed that this bridge wasn't broken, and Terry's claiming that it was always broken, and then Dahlia's claiming that she was shoved from behind into the river, meaning that this piece has always been broken even since 5 years ago. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true! I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
Get it? Falls.
Uh-huh.
Falls into the river.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you've claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Ah! Objection! Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant would have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see,
Just a moment, Your Honor!
Oh shit.
It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. What?
Your model says about like she's dead.
It does that. It'll be fine. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked.
Dude, he learned so well from Von Karma.
Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. But there's little things there. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
now that you mention it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
Can't be serious. I'm sorry, but like, in the middle of a kidnapping situation, how do you just forget that, like, one, what you were wearing, and two, how do you just forget that, like, your skirt gets caught and you end up half naked in the river?
Well, okay, I can defend this one. Some people, I don't know how you don't realize this, but during really traumatic situations, your brain will cut shit
yeah,
out.
no.
How did you forget about that? Like, you can your brain can black shit out so it doesn't have to remember it.
No, I think I forget because I black shit out.
I was like, what are you...
So unless I'm actively remembering traumatic events from my life, I kind of forget that they have happened.
Well, I was just thinking about it. You were just like, how do you forget? I'm like, well, that's kind of what trauma does. You kind of back shit out sometimes.
Wait a minute, don't you have trauma? Oh, yeah. The bridge hasn't changed, the witness's photo is still the same. Yeah. Seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. That was not assault! Edgeworth. Not now, Mia. There's no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. Don't call it an assault! That makes you look bad! What?
An assault isn't always bad, dude.
You're saying it in a court, and you're supposed to be defending your client.
And that's okay. I can assault anyone in court, verbally or physically.
Bruh.
Wait a minute, I shouldn't have said it like that.
Yeah. Now do you see why you probably just shouldn't say it at all?
No, because that's insulting. I want to assault.
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Where's the... Oh wait, wouldn't I just present the map again? Because... Oh shit, unchanged for 5 years. I probably could have just looked at that. Yeah, and besides, there's like all this guard railing essentially. So there's no way he could have just pushed her off. He would have literally had to have yeeted her off the edge.
Yeah, he couldn't have pushed. Wait. No, cause I was gonna pull some like shit out of my ass, cause I was thinking like, well, he could have pushed her backwards, but she keeps saying, I felt the push on my back. I felt the push on my back. Because if the bridge was broken like it was, the only way she could have maybe gotten away with this is if he elbowed her to push her and dumped her behind him.
Well, you have to remember, okay, I want you to think. Okay.
Where are they standing?
Okay, so Dahlia was here, and then Terry was right next to her, and then Valerie was off on this side. Now, if she's saying that she got pushed back into the water and it hasn't changed in 5 years, this is nothing but sharp bedrock.
Yeah.
So, she couldn't have fallen here, quote unquote, but if you look right here, there is a little sliver of a gap missing, and it's just by the edge of the water. And then now she's saying that like, oh well, he could have pushed me from the side, and I just, thought it was thought I got pushed backward. And it's like, yeah, believable story, but if it really hasn't changed in 5 years, and you're looking at these tall ass wires, and she's 14. It's not like she's a toddler that could easily just like fall out of the gaps. She's probably about half the size that she is in this photo, right? And even then, that's a lot of human to try and push off these wires. And with him being injured, with what I'm only assuming is his dominant arm, I would love to see a man that just got shot in his arm try and yeet a 14-year-old child over a bridge.
Well, I'm gonna push back on that. Adrenaline is a hell of a thing.
Fair, but like...
Dude, people with adrenaline have picked up fucking cars. Okay? Picking up a 14-year-old and chunking them, it would be nothing if you just got shot and your adrenaline was kicking in. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, but... in my defense, Terry also isn't all there, so he very...
Okay, but...
I'm just saying, he very well could...
People that aren't all there don't know their own strength as well, too, Kim.
Adrenaline doesn't convert a push into a grab and throw. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No! Objection.
But Edgeworth still has that fucking like I'm about to lose my shit face.
But
Nuh-uh.
But nuh-uh. Fuck you mean nuh-uh? But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
What I just said.
Objection. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Ah. More importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. Eek. Hair swish. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge, it's clearly impossible. What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Objection! Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous.
These nuts.
My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. Even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh? Then what is it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. The fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. Used as ransom for Dahlia. And if we remember what Terry said, Dahlia shoved it in her backpack. "5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, but it is Edgeworth, you stupid prick. Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous!
I fucking love Edgeworth so much, dude.
Hold on, she turned away from the crowd. Hold up. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Yes.
Yes, there are literally... This woman is a demon!
Bro, facts! She's just evil to be evil!
Okay, also, but like, there are... It's fairly rare, because it's not really caught at such a young age, unless they're like really, really deep in that tunnel. But there are kids that are just straight up born as sociopaths. Again, it's not caught too often, especially in the early stages. It normally doesn't get fucking recognized until
Are you
they're
talking
like,
about psychopathy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normally not seen until they're like, what is it, like in their early 20s, around that age?
I don't know when psychopathy is fucking diagnosed, dude.
I think it's like late teens, early 20s, so like around young adult. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? Bro, you know what sounds bomb?
What?
Mac and cheese. I don't know why, but mac and cheese just sounds so fucking good.
So random.
Jelly! Hello, Jelly. I'm late as fuck. It's okay.
You're like 2 hours late. Kinda late,
But-
Jelly.
But she was a detective then. You're saying
I'm so mad.
psychopath, antisocial personality disorder is the actual diagnosis. Psychopath refers to someone born with it. Sociopath refers to someone who developed it, often due to trauma. Yeah, but you get my point though. Like, people with those disabilities, if they're born with it, normally they don't notice it until like it's way too fucking late. But there are a few cases of kids being born with it and they are fucking menaces.
Well, you actually, most of the time you start noticing it very early because, like, look at people like Dahmer. It's very noticeable when they start pissing the bed all the time and then they start killing random animals.
I was about to say, if your child, Timmy, is playing with roadkill
and they're bringing you dead animals, and they're like, I cut its eyes out this morning, Father. And you're like, I think
it's like, I made you a taxidermied raccoon, and I plucked out its eyeballs for you, and it's like, okay, Timmy, we're gonna get you assessed, okay? We're gonna go down to the doctor. We're gonna have a nice little test done. What is the test, Father? Don't worry about it. You're gonna be great. You're gonna do fine.
Like we're checking.
We're just gonna get you a little MRI. It's fine. But she was a detective. I will get on my mod account later. It's okay, Jelly.
Yes, Captain is correct. Thank you, Captain.
I can just imagine locking in 3 assignments. Nice. I can just imagine how that would go if you were the parent of like an actual psychotic child. It's like,
Mother, Father, I have found a dead bird skeleton and I have made it into a family portrait.
that's great, Timmy.
Honey, what the fuck do we do with it? I think we should take it to a hospital.
A hospital? Bitch, little shit needs to go to a psych ward. The fuck you mean a hospital? Isn't that Dio? Yeah. Yeah.
Dio?
I mean, Dio technically was born demon.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't think his was born that way. He was kind of abused.
Well, also...
He probably just turned out that way. But now, okay, wait. Now we're starting to get into the nature versus nurture debate.
I don't know. For Dio, I think it's
We're
both.
starting to get into the nature versus nurture debate.
Was Dio's caused by nature or nurture? Yes.
Yes.
Because if you remember, it explains that the 3 moles on his ear is like essentially the sign of the devil or whatever it is.
No, the 3 moles on his ear mean he's cursed.
Yeah, that. Well, you see what I mean,
it's not
though.
the sign of the devil, it just means he's cursed. You can be cursed and not have the sign of the devil. Dude.
Well, you get my point.
Jeez, babe. Learn your mythology.
For Christ's sake.
I don't have 3 moles on my ear, but I have 3 moles around my left eye. Does that mean anything?
It means you're stupid.
You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping. Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
This is the first Honkai Star Rail NPC that looks just like a Genshin one. The dude.
Huh.
Like, he looks just like a Genshin NPC.
I'll be damned.
That's the first one I've seen, because most of the time they look pretty distinct.
I like the woman one. It's pretty. Anyway.
Yes, that is Edgeworth. I don't know why you called Edge me daddy, but I'm gonna start using that for him now.
I thought Jelly's always called him that.
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Unless someone wants to gaslight me into thinking I remember.
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia.
Mr. Falls Balls.
Bruh. And then she told her what she was planning to do. She was going to tell the whole truth. As she wrote in her note! That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Alright. Alright. Who is that laughing at a time like this?
You're good, Marshmallow, you're good.
Hold on. Hold on.
What are we holding on for?
Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you?
I'm a fucking psychopath!
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale.
Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
I have an
Evidence?
important question. Is this before or after the first case?
Before.
Dude, how did nobody notice something severely wrong with her?
Because they're stupid. And plot armor, I suppose.
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping of
Do you know what else
course.
I fucking adore about her? So she's evil to be evil, and then all of a sudden she goes from like, Oni-chan to... I've known your inner desires since I first laid eyes upon you. I fucking love it, dude. Her writing is awesome.
Oh, please. You think a harmless little thing like me could commit a murder and arson? That's just ridiculous.
That they didn't think I hired someone to do it.
But we have evidence of you sneaking off and committing murders by setting fire to the orphanage.
Me? No, I hired somebody to do this shit.
No, that wasn't me. It was someone else.
Of course it was someone else, but you're the one that devised it, because we have records. We have bank records of you hiring a hitman. Alright, fine.
See,
you're
I
me.
technically didn't lie. It really was someone else. So,
But she still ordered it, so.
it was somebody else, though. I didn't do it.
Yeah, but if you.
No!
Bitch!
Alright, let's continue this case.
That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Faye?
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Faye.
Are you stupid or something?
Ooh, that hit me in the anger. She was doing good. Now I'm angry.
No, I set fire to the orphanage after I robbed it. Just ask Callum. Sure, the orphans didn't have much, but they had a few dollars worth of lunch money on them. I figured I'd take that at least. Besides, they were all idiots. They weren't gonna get adopted anytime
Why
soon.
is your boyfriend's name Pound?
Okay.
Dude, I bet he Pound's dead.
Wrong. You, Canadian judge. Wrong. Mr. Payne is the prosecutor in Mia's second case, and we have the normal judge, not the Canadian judge. Nor was Diego there, and Mia does recognize Dolly on the stand, the two beef. Yeah, but this is before the first one. That's what he was asking. Anyway,
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof that Valerie Hawthorne's murder...
seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Dude,
Is this the end?
I could get so mad about this, but I know that we get her anyways, so I don't really care.
That girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now.
Dude, if you do turn out to be Godot, you have changed a lot.
Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no...
Rules are made to be broken.
Even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car, and then went to meet with them. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yeah, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right?
Hey, you need to take a break and take a picture, bro.
I know that. There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person that can testify to the demon woman's crimes? Terry. Terry's the only one that can testify. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne. Or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. Only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. That person is Terry Falls. He's definitely good. Okay, so Jelly says he's definitely Godot. Don't you see that ass coffee? Sorry. Justin. Yes, and then Captain complained to no one knew her in first case, which comes after this case, which is because only Mia was there for both cases.
That happened so long ago, I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking slept since then, Justin. You have fucking amazing memory. I don't.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
Move.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
Dude, if we reach 600 subscribers by the end of this year, I'll do a, I don't know, 24-hour stream or something. No, I still won't do a 24-hour stream until somebody donates $24. It's still not gonna happen.
Don't tempt it.
$24 for 24 hours of my time.
Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff! Bring the defendant to the witness stand! Yes, sir. Speaking of the first case was has sealed Diego's fate. Dahlia was suspected of poisoning him, so I no longer believe Diego is Godot, because Diego should be dead, right? I mean, just because he was poisoned doesn't mean that he's dead. He could have lived. There's a slim chance, but he still could have lived.
Bro, I have a feeling that he's gonna be involved in some heavy shit, dude.
Probably.
It is gonna be, and you know what? Dahlia Hawthorne's coming back because she's related to Mia's aunt somehow. I'm just telling you, she just seems evil like Mia's aunt. They remind me of each other. And like Mia's aunt is gonna be like Pearly, you've got to bring her back. And then Pearly's gonna do it, and then she's gonna commit the murder, but it's not gonna be her. It's gonna be kind of like the first Mia case that we had a while ago. And then Godot's gonna be involved. So I'm just telling you, bro. It's a conspiracy.
My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I should surely fucking hope so. I don't believe it, no way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia? It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you.
Captain has devolved into conspiracy. You're all laughing at me because you know I'm right.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know.
Why are you booing me? I've seen what makes you cheer. I love that
But
joke.
there is one thing that I will say.
My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia? I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness! Yeah! I'm sorry. I apologize. Water. Please, water.
These nuts.
Huh? Can't talk. Need water. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and... Just say more bitter! Ugh. Darker and more bitter than hell itself.
Okay, yeah, you're good now. You're good now.
That's a fucking Gudo line. Either Diego and Gudo are brothers, or they are the same person. There is no in between.
Come on, you're okay.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there.
Where's your bag?
Bedroom.
Bedroom?
Yes. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me.
Hey, motherfucker!
Hi. Thank you. Okay. Jelly, that is Gudo! It's Coffee Man!
Hey, man! There's no need to put that. I said, hey, man! I know it's a young man, but it was funny. I'm funny!
We talked, and she left.
We talked, and then I shit my pants.
We talked, and then she took the kids and never came back.
I will not e-bag for anything, chat. But I will e-bag for $24 to do a 24-hour live stream.
Or do you want, or do you just want $24 because you want a cheeseburger?
Dude, $24 would cover a cheeseburger. You're right. You're kind of right.
That's a joke, chat. Chat, that is a joke. Please do not send $24 just for a cheeseburger.
Don't fucking listen to her. Send $24 for a goddamn cheap.
You get what I mean. I'm not gonna force you guys to send us money for food.
No, you're gonna send me money for food.
Okay, I won't. Jelly.
It's starting to sound like this channel has like two fucking the angel and the devil.
We don't need your charity. We're completely fine just entertaining you.
Fuck that! Give us everything!
Fuck that! Give me your money. Hey, look at his name. His name is Leslie.
Huh.
Well, hold on. Ready? His
Yeah,
name is Leslie.
Anyway, would Diego
Yes.
Armando really devolve his name into
Yes.
Godot? Yes!
It's Godot!
I'm sorry, but that line just screamed Godot.
Again, he's gonna become involved in something very
They are either brothers, cousins. They have to be related in some way, or they are the same person. There's no other fucking
I'm
explanation.
feeling petting aggression.
Oh.
I want to squeeze. And tell his pops he's so cute.
Lovers? I mean, I guess, but like the point being is that they're either two people or they're the same person. We talked, and she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
And then Godot's gonna be involved in a giant conspiracy, I'm telling you.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. If this is how you want to end... Is this how you want to end it, Mr. Falls?
Mr. Balls?
Falls!
Mr. Balls?
Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You. I think. Thanks! What confidence! You ass! 4 p.m. Stopped the car. Was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. Why didn't you just leave? You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Armando, the end of Diego is go, and Armando just gives off dot vibes. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
Dude, I'm hungry. Chat, what should I eat? Should I
Sure
eat
he
ass?
is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been the blink of an eye.
Babe, I made him dizzy.
Bridge is unchanged in 5. So he waited. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited.
Except your mother.
So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. Sure that you're lying. Huh? What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
Mr. Balls.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Mr. Balls!
Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. The fucking necklace! This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Look!
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes.
I fucking love Edgeworth, dude!
I don't like that new animation. Don't worry about it. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. Still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Mr. Falls? Oh, God! What the fuck?! That's enough. Please. Witness?
What did he just do?
I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. You're so close, just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. Don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Oh shit. Mr. Falls!
Can you hand me the treats?
Oh shit, he did.
Oh god. Did he drink the poison?
Yes! And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. I wonder why Mia was so traumatized by her first trial that it took another year before she could take the bench again. I don't know, probably because the man just straight up offed himself in front of an entire fucking courtroom? But one person. The true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Sarcasm. I know, Justin, but still. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando? We're so close to the truth.
Dude, that's all I have, Marshy.
It was right there in front of us.
You can't eat my dad!
You were just a little too soft. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls can't exactly say that on...
Hey, you know, there's this really cool game. It's like really bright and bubbly.
I can't focus on his death with only cleavage. Perish, Jelly.
Look
Nope.
at the cam.
Yeah, I know.
No, watch.
Don't cry. Going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Do you know who was cut out for something?
Mia. Don't you get it? Can't cry yet. Jesus! Fuck! The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando.
Dude, he's like, it ain't over till the fat lady sings kind of vibe right now.
He fucking got so angry, he crushed the cup in his hand.
Dude, he's metal. I fucking have so much respect for him right now.
Metal.
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. You file them away and eventually forget them. One year later in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case.
Oh, is it Phoenix now? Is he back?
I think so. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was...
death.
Guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face.
It's because she knows she's gonna come back, I'm telling you, bro.
It was finally all over. At least
that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, it couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened. I'm wrong with this.
Brand new episode has been added. Yes. Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get a new game soon. This sucks.
It's okay.
No, I just realized I'm gonna have to spend money. It sucks.
Alright. Let's go ahead and start this off, and then we'll end it. Oh, shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Toes. Shichi Shito, the treasured Kurain village heirloom, whose name means 7-branched sword.
We're in Kurain village. Dahlia Hawthorne was just been... I'm fucking telling you, I'm so fucking right.
Hush. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself.
I'm so right.
Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless.
Showing the...
Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point.
Hi.
And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, shit! The illusion is revealed, and the impossibility of fate is finally there. I didn't.
Laid bare.
I didn't see it, honestly.
Moron.
My eyes are so dry. February 6th, 9:48 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, what is it?
You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you?
Damn.
So, like, you know how I was just born with magic powers, and you're kind of like Link, you just kind of have to prove yourself by essentially being,
Cool.
Cool. You essentially gotta prove yourself to the goddess to give you powers by essentially being her bitch. Well...
Okay, so we still got the Magatama. Still no these three. Maya is 19. So I'll keep that in mind.
She's only... legal. She's legal. That's all that matters. All that matters.
Sure.
So are we ending it here or not?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the beginning of it. I just had something.
I'm so hungry.
I just had something under my nail. Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so?
Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up.
Pearls?
So, that's why we need to go on a spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick.
Look who's in the fucking picture!
Yeah, I see. I fucking see.
I'm so... dude,
It's the New Year's issue of Occult Winter Spiritual Location Special.
I don't know how I would feel if my entire village was put on a cult magazine.
Well, a cult doesn't mean cult. A cult is dark spiritual magic. It doesn't even have to necessarily be dark magic. It could just be dark, or it could just be magic.
Oh. Pearls look so happy.
Did you not know that's what a cult meant?
Never mind. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training.
What sounds too good to be true. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me.
It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training.
Now I definitely don't want to go.
You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo.
Marshmallow, stop fucking licking my toes!
It's even hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious?
Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us.
Pearl, how old are you? You're 9!
Dude, I'm so right. I was so right.
Pearl, you're 9. How the fuck do you know how to make
I'm
reservations?
so right.
You barely knew what a fucking computer was, let alone how am I supposed to believe that this 9-year-old can make a fucking reservation?
Really? Really? Hold this. Jesus Christ, Junkie!
Yeah, and I signed up for the special course.
That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now anyway.
Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Huh? Me? Why do I have to go?
Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old.
Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV.
Me too.
I can channel YouTube and Twitch. Does that account for anything? Does that count as spirit mediuming? So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple?
No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall.
Sorry, but I think I'll pass.
Dude, Marshmallow.
I hate cold places.
What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful?
Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home.
Oh.
What the?
Well, what is it, Mr. Nick?
Let me see that magazine. The bitch! This nun.
Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick?
This girl. It's...
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything?
You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison.
Mr. Nick?
I'll go.
She's not dead? She's just in prison?
Yeah. But Dahlia was found guilty.
Bro, I've got...
Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go.
Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes! Oh, thank you, Mr. Nick!
Dude, I'm so right. I'm so right. I was wrong about somebody channeling her, but I'm so fucking right that she's back.
You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple. But I just had to see for myself. Who is this nun? Who this nun really was? Oh shit, we here. February 7th, 3:24 p.m. Hazakura Temple, main gate.
It's so cold here, Nick.
Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change.
Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo!
Her teeth are chattering so loudly it's all I can do to make out what she's saying.
Wow, Mystic Maya. So this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly, Achoo! Oh, well.
She's a potato lady.
Very cool.
What'd you do? Well, 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 how nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple.
Oh, thank you. Shoo.
Okay, dude, we've been at a stopping spot for a while. I'm tired.
Yeah. Must have been cold. Past tense. Back in the mountains after all.
Sure, what's a fun fact?
Sure.
My name is Bikini.
Okay. My name is Bikini.
Okay.
Bikini?
That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? Tradition to have one. I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, makes me seem younger. She is so small because if she was any bigger, the GBA couldn't handle the game.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Dude, I'm too tired.
I don't quite get that. I feel like that's... Okay. Options. I like this person. She seems deep. Sweet. We're gonna save. Hope she doesn't jump. Jesus. The game was stretching the limits of the Game Boy Advance. Oh, Game Boy Advance. So hard that they had to downsize her sprite to let it run. Jesus.
Okay, GBA, Game Boy Advance. Okay, yeah. That makes sense now.
Damn.
Imagine being so fucking big, your Game Boy Advance can't
Yo
handle it.
mama's so fat. They had to downsize her sprite for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck.
Alright, guys. It is time we leave. Good night, everyone. Remember, you are important to somebody. So stay alive and stay frosty.